Hi yogis, welcome to Core Yoga. We'll begin today's class in tabletop, moving through some cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine and tuck the chin. Move through these cat and cow variations at your own pace. You can take any organic movements that feel good for you as you take a few more breaths. Moving through flexion and extension of the spine. Take one more and then meet at a neutral spine. Extend your left leg long and bring your right hand outside your right knee. Inhale, sweep the left arm overhead for a nice long side body stretch here. Really grounding through that knife edge of your extended leg. And then sweeping back through tabletop, we'll take that same stretch to the other side, extending the right leg long, bringing the left hand outside of the left knee, and sweeping the right arm overhead. Feeling that stretch all the way through your side body from your fingertips to your grounded foot. And then back around into tabletop. We'll move through thread the needle. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, thread it through. Either taking a bind or extending your arm out in front of you if you'd like either of these options. And inhale those left fingertips back up to the sky, and we'll switch it out. The right arm reaches up, inhale, and exhale, thread it through. Taking whatever variation you took on the opposite side. Inhale the right fingertips up one more time. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale to extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Balancing on two limbs here. We're going to move through a little core sequence here, so you can cactus your arm and your leg to the side. Hold here. Inhale, straighten back out. And then exhale, connect your knee to elbow underneath you, round the spine. Hold here, and then we'll switch it out. This time the right leg and left arm extend. Straight out and straight back. One long line with your body. Exhale, cactus both the leg and the arm out to the side and hold. Engaging your core, squeezing your glutes. Inhale, straighten. And the exhale, you'll round your spine and meet knee to elbow underneath you. And then inhale back to tabletop. We're going to do that same thing 3 times fast on each side. Beginning with the right arm reaching forward, left leg back. Go ahead and move through it at your own pace. Cactusing the arm, extending the leg, and then connecting underneath you, knee to elbow. Once you've moved through that sequence 3 times, just go ahead and switch it out. Take the same thing on the other side. Cactus and tuck. Straighten, cactus, straighten, tuck. Once you move through 3 times, meet back into tabletop. Tuck the toes and come into tabletop hover by hovering your knees a few inches above the ground. Then we'll begin to work the core in this position by just stepping the feet towards the hands and then back into the tabletop hover. Keep moving through this step towards the hands and then step back into tabletop hover, leading with the same foot each time and then switching it out. Leading with the opposite foot, keeping your core engaged, keeping your hands planted strong. Take one more. And then your next step will lead you into Malasana. So step just a little bit wide of the hands, toes pointed outwards. Drop the hips and find your Malasana pose. From here, right arm reaches up to the sky. Take one deep breath here, looking up at your fingertips, and then switch it out. Left arm reaches up. Take a full deep breath here, and come back to center. On your next exhale, move into downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog of class, so go ahead and pedal it out and take any movements that feel good for you. When you're ready, just find a static downward facing dog. Begin to tiptoe your toes towards your hands, coming into forward fold at the top of your mat. You could take a ragdoll variation by reaching for opposite elbows and letting your upper body sway from side to side. Or you can just hang out in forward fold. Release your arms and then begin to inhale one vertebrae at a time until you make it into a standing mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, let your hands come to heart center. Let your eyelids softly close. And tune into how your body is feeling. How your breath and your body temperature differ from when you first started this class. Flutter your eyes back open. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Cactus the arms and open your heart to the sky for a gentle back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat, straight spine. Exhale, fold, plant the hands and step back into plank. Find a nice, strong plank pose here, and then we're going to take some shoulder taps. Take 8 at your own pace for each side. Nice and strong, keeping your core engaged. Trying not to rock from side to side. Just tap it out. Then flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling onto your tiptoes. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Option to just move straight to downward facing dog and skip that altogether. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg into the air. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Square off your hips. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Squeeze your glutes. Sink a little bit lower into your front knee here. In your next breath, bring hands to heart center and launch forward into warrior 3. Holding here, finding a T shape in your body. And releasing into half moon when you are ready by bringing your right fingertips to the ground, left fingertips into the air, and opening up your hips to the side of your mat. Find stability in here, and then reach your top arm overhead. Inhale, exhale, connect elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. And slowly and strongly using your core, connect elbow to knee. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, really try to reach elbow to knee, make a connection. Exhale, step back, warrior 2. Finding that bend in your front knee. Nice strong arms. Gaze falls over that middle finger towards the front of the room. Inhale, side angle. reaching towards the top of your mat. Exhale, reverse warrior, reaching towards the back of your mat. Windmill the arms down to frame your foot and flow through your vinyasa. You could take an Ekapada, one-legged here if you'd like. Or take a few shoulder taps before you flow through your vinyasa and meet in downward facing dog. We'll switch out the legs this time. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, squaring off those hips to the front of the room. Draw hands to heart center here and prepare to launch into your warrior three. Finding that T shape in warrior three, nice and strong. Finding a spot at the floor to gaze at to keep your balance. And as you are ready, tick-tocking the arms and coming into half moon pose. Really finding your balance here and then moving into those side body crunches again by bringing that right arm overhead. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Take this 2 more times, giving your best effort to crunch in your elbow and knee. Does not have to connect, just the intention there is good enough. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find warrior two, sinking into that front knee. Inhale, coming into side angle. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, cartwheel the arms down and flow through your version of a vinyasa flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Bring hands to heart center. Exhale, warrior three. Listen for the change here. On your next inhale, you'll bring your hands to the floor and find standing splits, kicking that heel even higher and bringing your chest towards your thigh. Inhale to lengthen your heel towards the sky, and exhale, slowly draw that heel behind your standing foot, keeping that leg straight, just tapping the toe down and then lifting the heel back up, and doing that 2 more times, tapping the toe down, inhaling the heel back up, breathe out, tap the toe down. Last time, inhale the heel back up, and then from here you can bend into that front knee and jump back into your chaturanga or just step back into your plank pose. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Just going to take that same flow on the opposite leg. Breathe in and lift that left heel to the sky. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Breathe in, rise up, crescent lunge. Breathe out, draw hands to heart center, and lift up into your warrior three. Release your hands to the ground, find standing splits. Inhale, lift the heel, and then exhale, drawing that toe to the ground, crossing it behind your standing leg. Inhale, sweep it back up. Do the same thing twice more. In your next inhale, find your best standing splits, and then either jumping that front foot back into plank or stepping it back. We'll move through your vinyasa and then meet in downward facing dog. Roll forward through each vertebrae nice and slow until you find a plank pose. Inhale your right fingertips high, balancing on 3 limbs here. Just like we did in tabletop. Placing that hand back down, let's switch it out. Left fingertips reaching forward. Core is engaged and back down. Now let's lift the left foot up and hold. Squeezing the glute and hammy and release. Inhale the right heel up, last one here. Just holding for a few seconds. And back down, back to plank pose and hold. 4, 3, 2, 2.5, and 1. You can push it back into downward facing dog, sinking those heels low towards the ground. And then step through to a seated position. And we'll slowly make our way down onto our backs into a supine position for a little more core work before we end our practice today. Really burning out the core, working it, making it stronger, because it's so important to have a strong core in our yoga practice. Interlace your fingertips behind your head. We're going to move through some yogi bicycles. Go ahead, connect knee to elbow. Take 10 each side, so 20 total here. Crank them out at your own pace, keeping your low back connected with the mat. Just really trying to connect elbow to knee. Extending one leg straight as the other bends in. Feel your core working. It is working for you and with you, not against you. Once you finish your 20, extend your legs up the wall and take 20 toe taps. Just reaching your fingertips for your toes 20 times here. You can keep a slight bend in your knees or try to straighten your legs completely. It is totally up to you. Keep reaching for those toes. There's some gold coins on them. You're just trying to grab them. Once you finish that, we'll do 10 yogi bicycles, 5 each way. I'm going to keep my legs straight in this round, or you can keep them bent like we did in the first round. It is up to you. Straightening the legs is a little bit more of a core challenge if you want to take it. After that, you know what's next. 10 toe touches. Really working those bottom abdominal muscles here as we reach for our toes. Lifting the shoulder blades completely off the mat. And now we're up to 8 yogi bicycles. Maybe you can take the legs straight here. It's time to challenge yourself. If not, don't fret. You'll have another opportunity. Then 8 toe touches. You got it. Crank them out. And we're on to lucky number 4. 4 yogi bicycles. Here's the best opportunity you have had yet to strain those legs. Nice and easy. Now 4 toe touches. We're not finished yet. 2 more. 1 each way yogi bicycles. And then just 2 more toe touches. Make them your best ones yet. And release. Surrender into the mat nice and slow. Lower those legs down. Inhale your arms overhead for a nice long full body stretch. Exhale, hug your knees into chest. Just rock and roll from side to side, giving your low back a massage. Giving your core a little break here, as it is much deserved. And we'll take supine figure 4, so you can go ahead and cross your right ankle over your thigh and interlace your fingers behind the opposite thigh. Deepen your breaths here as you surrender more and more into your mat with each breath. Let your lower body drop towards your left side. Bring your right sole of your foot to make a connection with the earth. And then tee your arms out and look over your right shoulder. For a variation of supine twist. Make sure both shoulders are touching the mat. And then bring it back through center on the inhale. Go ahead and switch it out, crossing left ankle over the right thigh and interlacing your fingers behind your right thigh. You can use your elbow to pry that left knee away from your body and deepen into your glute muscle. Then again, letting that lower body fall towards the right and your gaze coming over the left shoulder. If this doesn't feel good, you can always just stack your knees and twist that way. Coming back through center, hug your knees into your chest, and then find happy baby pose, reaching for the outsides of your feet or your shins, and swaying from side to side, drawing your knees towards the mat. Inhale, hug your whole body into one tiny ball of energy. And then exhale, let it go, Shavasana. Surrender into your mat. Let all of the benefits of your practice today soak in to every cell of your body. As you just lie here with no agenda, with nothing on your mind, nothing you need to be doing, besides reaping the benefits of your practice today. You may stay here in Shavasana for as long as you may like. Thank you so much for joining me for this awesome core yoga, activating the core, building stronger muscles. I appreciate you greatly. Namaste.